channel. If this is the first time you're stopping by, I am Amen. I'm a YouTuber based in the beautiful city of Uyo, Akwa Ibom State, Nigeria, West Africa, Africa. So guys, on today's topic, we're talking everything crypto. But I'm not alone. I am with Mr. Obama Basiru of Think Akwa Ibom.
Thank you very much for that.
Okay, so guys, everything cryptocurrency, we're going to talk about it today. So we have, let me give this space for him or any person to introduce himself to us before we get started. All right, guys, so welcome back. So our guest is in the house and he's going to be introducing himself. So over to you, sir.
My name is Precious Enhiakore. I'm an IT consultant, a businessman, a crypto enthusiast, and a whole lot of stuff. Um, I'm here today to help discuss or demystify or the phenomenon of cryptocurrency, blockchain, and what have you. Okay, what did you do? What were you doing, sir, before you started crypto and you went into crypto? Well, like I said before, I'm an IT consultant. I'm a businessman generally. I do anything that has to do with computer technology, information technology, and I dive into the world of crypto because that is the way the world is going right now. Actually, so that is the next big thing. So uh, that's what I do essentially. I do IT and I do crypto and forex by the side.
So, sir, how did you become interested in cryptocurrency trading?
You see, let me put it this way: every person right now in Nigeria and elsewhere should be interested in crypto because we're talking about people uh, going for extra means, alternative means of income, residual income, and stuff. So I got into crypto because I felt I needed to be because of the much benefits and opportunities to grow your income that crypto offers. So I decided to join in. Crypto came out a number of years ago, and even right now, I think uh, for those of us who did not join it earlier on, that it was actually late for us. So in the last year, I decided to go into crypto because I know that is the next big thing. I'm an IT person, and I have a background as an accountant. I was in the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria, so I know what money means and I know what making money means. So this is the reason why I decided I haven't done so many businesses. Let me also take opportunity, seize the opportunity that crypto and the blockchain offers. That is why I got myself into crypto. Okay, some people have gotten their hands burnt over the years. Some say crypto is scam, is a scam technology. Some say that it's productive and it's rewarding to be in crypto. So, what's your take on this? I think first, for people, before we got discussing about whether crypto is a scam or not, I think it will be of great benefit for the people to first understand what crypto is actually. Then the background of crypto, how did crypto come to be, and what crypto is generally. To answer your question, if it's a scam or not, uh, diving back to how it all began will give added value to my answer to whether it's a scam or not, because that's the general feeling of most people. This is the reason why we are here to demystify it and to tell the people that look, everything original must have its fake. You see, so when you see people who have got their fingers burnt in crypto, in forex, by scammers, that tells you that there are other people too who are doing the right thing. There's always the right way. But the problem is for a lot of us, unfortunately, because of greed. You know, people want to. How can somebody come and tell you that you're going to make 300% returns on your investment just like that, and you just follow up? And I have somebody who said she had to pay 10,500 naira for a crypto opportunity, and they were going to be giving her the 120,000 monthly. I just laugh at that woman because I knew that she was really going to enter into fraudulent kind. So quickly, um, crypto is not scam. It's not scam at all. This is the way crypto began, and this is what crypto is. Before crypto, that's what we call the blockchain. The blockchain is a technology that was instituted before 2008. What is the blockchain? The blockchain is a technology that has to do with the decentralization of information. The blockchain is a technology that believe that things should not be controlled centrally. That there are people who come together, different computers come together to have ledgers. Those ledgers are bits and blocks of information that is being run in a computer highway that everybody has access to. You cannot input something into the ledger, which is in the blockchain, without everybody that has to do with the blockchain knowing you cannot input something or you cannot remove from the blockchain. It is decentralized. It's a decentralized form of operation that in such a way or manner that nobody controls it. That is the essence. The essence of the blockchain is that nobody controls it. And that is the reason why when the federal government of Nigeria, like every other government who were not comfortable about cryptocurrencies and the blockchain, intended to block or stop the people from engaging, these governments failed woefully because the whole concept of the blockchain or crypto is we don't want to be regulated. Okay, and this by allowing everybody to have access to the information. You bought a couple of coins. This one bought the amount you bought when you bought it. Everything is recorded in the ledger. Everybody has access to it. There's nothing like so A is doing something and B does not know. Everybody has access to the information. The freedom of information. You see. So crypto now came after blockchain. Now, uh, crypto is a system. How would I put it? Crypto is a system where, let me say, cryptocurrency, not just crypto, cryptocurrency. Everybody knows that the first cryptocurrency that came to be is the Bitcoin. Now, the Bitcoin is a technology whereby people give value to a thing and agree that this thing can be used as a medium of exchange of value. You see. So again, having said that, let us consider why should we have, why should people say I can pay you with Bitcoin? Bitcoin is not a form of exchange, isn't it? You can, if you have Bitcoin, you say you have money because Bitcoin has value. You can actually pay for services and goods with Bitcoin. Now, before now, you know that anything that everybody at the same time agree to have value, you can actually be used. You see, in the olden days, we learned that our parents didn't trade by barter. Way back, isn't it? Trade by barter. You have yam and I have oil. And I need oil, you need yam. We have to come to a compromise. There was no real way of knowing the value of what the other person has. It's just a compromise. Okay, I need yam, you need oil, let's exchange. At the end, that's the way they transacted in those days. After that, paper money came, we have the cowries, we have paper money. Before we now have digital access right now. Along the line, it is just because everybody agrees that cowrie should be a medium of exchange. That's why they use cowries in those days. That before then, everybody agrees that we can do trade by barter. That is why people started using trade by barter. Now, people started agreeing now that with assets, with financial assets like crypto and like Bitcoin, we can actually exchange goods and services. See, so the more the people that join, that join in this cycle, the better for the business. Now, if I brought, for instance, CFA, another country's currency, to Nigeria, if the people I want to transact with do not take CFA, do not believe in CFA as a medium of exchange, you cannot do business. It is when everybody agrees that this this medium is has value and can be used as an exchange before we can actually use. So crypto in essence, or cryptocurrency in essence, is that that digital asset. You know, it's not, you cannot actually touch it. You cannot actually touch it. It's a digital asset. Then people come together to agree that, oh, we can actually transact business with this thing, and people started participating in it, and so therefore, general consensus then it came to stay. All right. Okay.
Okay, Mr. Precious. Yes, you've said a lot, but to further demystify crypto, because this crypto seems to have a lot of terms going along with it. We have heard of peer-to-peer, mining, um, lots of terms surrounding crypto, and this gets a lot of people confused. Please, how do we really produce this cryptocurrencies? Because along the line, you hear about minting for a hard currency, but a digital currency, is there actually a means for it?
When you say minting or mining, let me put it this way. You see, everything we do in the crypto world, like I said, they are actually intangible, but they have value. Now, the process of mining, they brought these terminologies to assist. You know, you have been seeing coin actually, isn't it? You have been seeing Bitcoin, Dogecoin, Litecoin. They now came out with their physical coin. You cannot use that coin to buy anything in the market. It's just a a representation of the digital asset. You see, when you say mining, let me give you a scenario. You are given a farm, you bought a piece of land, a plot of land for farming. Now, that land remains in the blockchain. The blockchain is a universe. In that blockchain, we have cryptocurrency as part of it. Now, if you are given a chip of the block, that represents a plot of land as a chip of that block in the blockchain. Okay? Now, that land is an ordinary land, fallow, nothing on it, a bare land. Until you put something in the ground, bury it, and something goes out of it. You know, that is when it is time that you have gotten value from that land. Now, mining, of course, just as it connotes, when you go to mining sites, you go deep down and you dig for precious metals, isn't it? When you see Bitcoin, any of this coin, they are golden in nature, some are silver, some are platinum. What that just means is that they, they dug deep into that your farm, that your plot of land to bring out these precious metals. Okay, the concept is making people to now feel. We said it is intangible digital asset, but along the line, they found me to do a coin, a representation in the form of a coin. And that coin, it is being termed that it was mined from, you know, you mine coal, you mine precious stones, you know. So just imagine how much a Bitcoin costs now, just one coin. As at last count, today is what? Today is 28th of February. You know, these things go up and down. So at the time, Bitcoin was up to $67,000 for one coin. But you did mention P2P, peer-to-peer. Yes. Now, let me explain that. In the cryptocurrency war, why we say we are independent of any regulation, of any government, of any institution, is because we can comfortably do our transaction from one coin holder to another. So we don't have to go through the banking system to make money from the crypto world. We do it through the phenomenon called peer-to-peer. What this simply means is that at any given time, there are people who want to sell their digital assets like Bitcoin, Dogecoin, NFTs, gold, what have you. Now, there are people at any given time too who want to buy. You see, so when you go to the exchange, what we call the exchange is a platform like Binance, because you heard about a lot of Binance, there's Coinbase. You see, these are the common place we meet to exchange our digital assets. Now, I have dollars, I have money, I have naira. You have a particular coin I'm interested in because I feel this coin will grow. I feel this coin in the nearest future will grow. So a lot of us stop some of these digital assets, these coins, we stop them. So I come to you and said, okay, you've got Bitcoin, I need so and so quantity of Bitcoin. Then what we do in the peer-to-peer market is on the exchange, I post my money. You tell me we look at the cost of Bitcoin at that point in time. This is what is so and so amount of money, and I know this amount of money I will pay. Then I will pay. Then Binance, who is our exchange, will hold my money. Then the guy who owns the Bitcoin will release the amount of Bitcoin I want to buy, release it to me. Now, what Binance does as the mediator is, okay, Mr. Man that is selling, have you gotten your money? You that is buying, have you gotten your asset? When both of us confirm, Binance releases our different stuff. It releases the money to this guy and releases this asset to me. That is what peer-to-peer actually means. I can go there, I can meet my colleague in the market and say, okay, sell me your USDT. USDT is the equivalent of dollar in our business. USDT is what we don't say dollars. You know, the currency. The name of the currency is USDT. So I can have my USDT. You can have your own coin. You can even naira. You can start to exchange naira there. That's why sometimes you see that we don't bother going to the manams to go and do our exchange. We don't do that. We can do that comfortably. So you not see why we keep fighting that we don't want this thing to be centralized. The whole thing is it is a decentralized system. We don't need regulation. We don't have any institution saying it must be this, it must be that. Some countries have actually attempted to throw in some form of regulation, say we must do it this way or not do it this way, or we will not do it at all. They didn't succeed. You see, so to answer the question to peer, that is how it was. Peer, we don't need to go to bank to remove anything. We don't need to go to anywhere. It's between us here, between the people in the market. We just exchange our assets for money or for currencies, whether digital assets, and that's where it flows.
Okay, sir, tell us, how do you trade and how do you improve your trading skills?
Okay, uh, as a lot of people must have heard, we trade crypto and we trade other assets like forex. Now, we are talking about crypto. Trading crypto is one of the many ways of making money out of cryptocurrencies. Now, what do you mean by trading in crypto? Just like as it is with forex too, you observe your market. Sometimes experience, and not sometimes, always, your level of experience in the market can help you in determining which asset to buy at any point in time and which asset to sell. Now, trading now is you have an asset. Let me use the popular Bitcoin. You have an asset, and the only way you can make money is if you buy the asset at a lower price and try and sell it when it is more expensive. So you make a margin out of it. So the value of a digital asset like Bitcoin keep going up and down. They are volatile. The one is volatile. These assets are volatile. What that means, their prices are not stable. It could be $1 this moment and $10 the other moment. It could be $10 last week and this week they are telling you it's $10,000 for one coin. So this is the volatility of the market. So the only way you can make money is if you're able to buy an asset at a given lower price, then you sell when that asset has actually gone up in price. Just like any trade obeying the laws of economics, you sell when the price for the supplier of the asset, you sell when the prices are high, isn't it so? Then you buy when prices are low. So your ability to buy low when the asset is low and sell when it is high gives you a margin. In a nutshell, that is how you trade.
Okay, yeah, we've talked about trading, and from what you've just said, it seems there are a lot of other means of making money through the cryptocurrency. Some of us have heard about NFTs. Some of us have heard about transactions like crypto mining, which you had already talked about earlier. So, how does one really make money out of crypto?
Okay, I just explained the process of trading. Now, trading is just one way of making money out of cryptocurrency. There are other ways. There's what we call buy and hold. You can say, oh, this asset is actually cheap. Now, you buy and you hold. What that means is you are waiting for the part. You can buy an asset, for instance, say $2, $2 for instance. When the thing is selling for $2.5, you refuse to sell. When it's selling for $3, you refuse to sell. From your experience, you are playing the game. You are taking a chance that this asset will grow from $2 to $10. You understand? Unlike the other one, you buy and you sell as soon as you have the margin that you think you are comfortable with. But this other method, buying and holding, you are buying cheap assets and hold them till when these assets grow in their value and will not sell. That's one way of making money. Being patient and watch an asset grow. Just like for instance, when Bitcoin came out in 2008, we hear that Bitcoin was sold for $1 or almost less than. Now, between that period and today, from the time Bitcoin came out and it was sold even as cheap as $1, Bitcoin now has gone up to 67 at its all-time high. It went up to $67,000. It came down to 40 something, 30 something, So what we are saying, if you had bought that Bitcoin when it was $1 and you have kept it, you didn't sell it. Imagine you bought something for $1 and now it's selling for $45,000. That's one way. Keeping the assets for a period of time, hoping it will grow very much in several bounds in amount. So another way of doing it again is there are assets that you can invest in. For instance, they tell you come. You see, some people prefer. There are some professionals who know how to trade, and they tell you, give me money, invest in the trade. When you make a gain, we will give you a commission. I give an example. This is where it gets funny and risky. And this is where some people's fingers get burnt and they say people is not good or it's scam. Now, there are some people who claim they are experts in knowing how the market works, in knowing how to take advantage of the market to make gain for themselves. Now, the true ones will actually trade and make profit and tell you, we'll give you a certain percentage. For instance, they say, okay, we give you 20%, we give you 30%, depending on your agreement of your investment. Say, for instance, you invest $1,000, which is about 585,000 naira now. And they tell you, okay, for putting $1,000 into this investment, every month we give you this percentage, say 20% or 10%. Now they tell you this amount of figure they pay you monthly, and you keep enjoying this investment till when sometimes the market will go, they call it flip, the market will go against the trader and they lose or they burn or they cash out. And so therefore, you cannot go back and take money from these guys who you invested in. You see, sometimes they start out with the best of intentions, but this market is nobody's friend. You see, they can be the market can go against the trader and he loses all the investment plus your own. You see, that is one way of trading. Then there are safe ways of investing in crypto which we normally recommend. There are safe ways. Now, you've heard about the blockchain. There are companies who have come forward, and what they do, these are masters. These are masters in the field. What they do is you invest into their company, and they tell you you'll be paid a certain percentage on your investment. And all you need to do, you don't trade. You sit back and monthly you are being paid. You buy. Mr. Norman asked the other time what minting mining is. I know of companies that You give them money, you buy. It's like you are buying into a shareholding in the company. Some of these companies have a definite amount of cryptos in their company. For instance, there's a popular one called Platin Coin. That one, they tell you they have 11 million, they have 11 million coins they want to sell, and they will not go beyond that. Or they tell you if a particular family they want to go beyond that, and they now ask you, come and buy and invest, and they now pay you monthly or yearly and a percentage of your investment. For some people, that one is safe, very, very safe. Very, very safe. So you don't have to bother yourself with trading, or you don't give money to guys who you cannot really see, you cannot really vouch for. You see. So these are the very many ways of making money from the table. Then lastly, there are some there are some digital assets that are even unheard of, that are not known. And you go and check their prices, they are 0.00000 dollars or USDT. Now, what you do when these assets are still very cheap, just like how Bitcoin was cheap at one time, you just buy these relatively unknown assets, buy them and keep. It may take the next 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, doesn't matter. Buy and keep until when such assets now grow in value, then you cash in. These are the very many ways you can make money.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Precious. And you've spoken about how people get their hands burned. You've spoken about volatility. Yes, so one of the fears people have is the way crypto fluctuates. Look at presently, in the last 1 week, crypto has moved from 40,000, Bitcoin itself has moved from 40,000, over $40,000, has come down to as low as $33,000 as of today. Why? And why this kind of volatility? And because it seems more safe to do with those other physical currencies that we see, because those ones don't fluctuate that way, except something really happens. Why this volatility, and what can be done to spend this time?
Well, to answer your question directly, in a way, it's funny. Your question is funny. You are asking what can be done to stem the falling or
The falling.
if not, that question is not relevant. Sorry to say that, because this is the very reason we said this business is not controlled, it's decentralized. Now, even at that, it responds. The market, the crypto market or the forex market responds to a lot of things. One major thing is the economics of it all, buying and selling. The economics of it all, the laws of demand and supply. Okay, the more people buying, it will have an effect. The more people selling, it will have an effect. But one thing that these markets respond to also, that we cannot take control of again, is the happenstance, the events in the world. You just learn that Russia has invaded Ukraine. Not just crypto, the forex market, the stock exchange, crypto. Once there's a major happening in this world, in the world, just like the war that's currently going on, it is bound to affect the markets in the world. The stock exchange, the forex, and stuff like that. These are things that happen that is beyond anybody. You know, something happened in America, for instance, maybe a natural disaster happens in America, or just something as common as an election in America, and maybe like when the last election in America, Biden won, it affected the market. These are happenstance in the world that actually have effects on the market. No, you cannot step, you cannot do anything to this market. This is why we say it is volatile, and this is why you must have a level of experience, you must have a level of technical know-how to be able to understand that, look, the best time to enter and the best time to come out of the market. You cannot really control the crypto market.
Okay, yes, in 2021, the Nigerian government and China banned the use of crypto. One, because of the volatility, and sometimes because of the way criminals abused it. You know, like in one scenario, I think in Sweden, the government mistakenly allowed some criminals to walk away with cryptocurrencies that were worth millions of dollars. Um, this has affected the way people accept the cryptocurrencies, right? And with your own experience and in your own view, how can we make this market safer, or how can we make the use of cryptocurrencies?
You see, this is the frustration of governments worldwide, from Nigeria to Russia, most African states. They are not comfortable with this crypto business. Now, it is true what you said, because crypto, you see the fear of government. Government always wants some form of order, some form of control, regulation. And it's not as if the government does not have need to or genuine reasons to. Some of these governments genuinely feel for their citizens. Just the same way you get rumors people being cheated, and the money being stolen. Because a lot of people do not have knowledge on their side. They go into this thing with little or no knowledge and their fingers get more. See, governments worldwide, some of their responsibilities to safeguard their citizens from stuff like this. Now, you are right when you said some governments are bad this thing, but you see, I repeat, they only attempted, they cannot stop them to. And let me explain why. Now, look at this scenario. Personally, this is a personal thing. I'm not saying everybody should be like me. A lot of guys like us, we have no reason absolutely to leave our money in the banks. We have no reason absolutely to leave our money in the banks. You are going to pay that $1 million in your bank account last year in value is not the same thing this year as we speak. The $1 million you left in your bank account last year, say December here, today in value, that $1 million is not $1 million. Because of the phenomenon of inflation and stuff like that. It's no longer. I give you an example. I had an admission to study computer engineering in the UK school. That was in 2019, just before COVID struck. Now, in school fees, this is very vital. What I'm trying to say, I'm going to explain it that you give what you ask for, but so that the people will understand better. The school fees I was to pay for an MSc in computer engineering was £14,300 in the UK. A school called Southampton University. Now that was in 2019, and at the time our exchange was about 430 and thereabout. So I calculated how much what I would pay as school fees, £14,300. This is why we are crazy. We two guys. Now, £14,300 as I then I would have spent 7 million naira for my tuition fees in 2019 before COVID struck. Now, do you know, because of COVID, we couldn't go to school, we couldn't get to go to the UK and they understood. So, do you know that this is 2022? I cannot still go and do my MSc in the UK. This is the reason. In 2022, the school fees is still £14,300. But guess what? I will require over 11 million naira to pay now. I don't know if you understand. If I had had £14,300 in 2019 in hard currency, maybe even in 2022, all I just done is to pay them £14,300 because the school has been good enough not to increase their school fees. But guess what? My own money that I used to pay has increased from 7 million to over 11 million naira. So that is why we in crypto keep saying that to leave your money in naira in the bank, for us, sorry to use the word, stupidity. And so also believe that for you to continue to make an income in naira, this is what we believe is not the best of wisdom to continue to make your money in naira. Whatever we do in crypto, it is in hard currency, it's in dollars. So our money is preserved. Now, this is what we believe. Now the government see this. If more people will now begin to invest in crypto, the less the banks will have in deposits. I hope you know that if all of us here believe the same way we believe, and you remove your 100 million in the bank, and you remove your 20 million in the bank, and mentioned those things in the bank. That bank, those banks now, those monies we have converted them to digital assets. You bought bitcoins, I bought another one right there. It is safe right there. So now the more people take their call paper money, we call it paper money, fight money, paper money. You know? So the more people take their money out of the bank, the less the banks have, and the less business they do, the less loan they give, and the less tax they pay to government. Eventually, it affects what the government gets from the banking system. The governments of the world depend on the banking system, isn't it? Now, this is one of their fears. It will actually affect the economy. But governments who are sensible actually roll along and flow with it. I give you an instance, Panama, you've heard. Panama, El Salvador. These are countries who have taken Bitcoin as the official currency. So those ones think that instead of them to fight the tide, to get against the tide, because this thing is getting more and more popularity. So why don't you just flow with it? Your people, this thing is changing the lives of people. So why don't you just flow with it? So this government, Panama and El Salvador, I don't know if any of them, but these are the ones that have really in mind. They have adopted cryptocurrency as their official payment system. Okay, so the other thing of criminals is this. You see, because it does not have regulation, it is decentralized, it does not have control. Truly, truly. The same way you and I found gain in putting our money, storing our money, hiding our money in crypto and making money with it, making our money to work for us. So also criminals have done so. So you cannot chase a criminal to anybody. Do you know why your government says you do BVN and you do NIN and you do all that thing? Because they can track you when the need arrives for them to track you. Do you know why you go to the bank and you see any private withdrawal of about 5 million or up to 5 million that will be reported to the EFC? How do you know that? It is written on the wall of the bank. Now, if it's a corporate body, if you do any withdrawal transaction above let's say 10 million, they will tell you that they will report this transaction. These are ways government checkmate stop. I can do business worth 100 million. I'm not a criminal. What the bank is simply saying that every amount above 10 million, they are going to report in case you are a drug baron, in case you are a criminal. Now, let's face it, we have criminals in this world. So what they started doing now, their cash, say normally before they want to take this cash, use their cash to the bank, or some of them want to hide in their houses. So what they now did now is that they started converting their cash to digital assets into the and government cannot trace it.
Okay. Mistakes, um, errors, issues like that. People come out with their rules and sites. How have you been able to overcome this kind of experiences? What is the secret to your success in crypto?
Okay, well, I would rather you have asked me what is my strategy.
The secret is still strategy.
Okay, so now my strategy is this, and what I like to advise other people. I told you that time when I was explaining the different kind of way of making money out of crypto. My strategy is this. For those people, and my advice also, for those people who will not have the time to learn and master the art of trading, there is still hope for them. Now, it's either you trade, learn how to trade from the masters, and take your time and trade. Now, one of the fundamental money you get when you want to enter whether crypto or whether forex trading is learn to curb your greed. Then don't put money in crypto or forex that you cannot afford to lose. At least as a beginner. For instance, you want to do your sorry to speak look at this point in time, maybe to drive home my point. You go collect your pension or your gratuity. This is what you have to eat with your family. You have a pension. You have given a meritorious service of 35 years to the government, and at the end of the day, they give you your pension and gratuity, and you just take on just because you hear that people are making money from crypto, people are making money from it. You carry your money, go put there, bang up. Supposing your fingers get caught, not that they stole your money, but supposing you run out of luck, you don't use the money that how will I how will I put it? You don't use money you cannot afford to lose. You actually advise. People do it and they get away with it, but every good crypto trader or crypto investor or crypto person will tell you, don't come with money you cannot afford to lose. So that if you win, good, we smile and we're happy for you. But should the other way happen, then you know that after all, out of the 100 million I had, I only put 1 million, so you not be so painful. Then the other one I said is greed. Learn how to learn how to make little amounts at a time. Some of us, the market is going in your favor. You are like, today, oh, I want to make $200, and you're like, you started trading. You made $10, you made $20, you made $30. Just because maybe the man next to you just announced, I've hit $300. You that you're so good, so far so good, the market is favoring you, you made up to $50, $60. Learn when to say enough is enough and you just cash out. Because you can't. I had a friend who told me last month, the guy is a trader. The guy said he traded and at a point his money started hitting $1,000, about 900 and something thousand. And his mind was telling him, pull out now, pull out now. And the man said, actually, it's just 900 and something dollars. Let me just pull up $1,000. Do you know at $998, the thing is reading, the market suddenly, okay, it's left off actually. It's left off. And he didn't use what we call, if it is what we're discussing now, what we call stop loss. So, to cut long story short, the guy woke up suddenly and discovered that the market has turned and he fell all the way down. So, don't come to the market with greed. Come to the market with discipline. Discipline, absolute discipline. You make a little money, get that, and try another day. Now, for my strategy, what I did is I invested in a lot of us. Sometimes, even if you are a trader, you may not have time to trade all the time. I do other businesses. I'm an IT consultant. So, the days I will not have time to trade, or the periods of time I will not have time to trade, I have, as I speak with you, I have money. My money is making money for me in investments I have done in some digital assets. What I did was that I invested in some platforms, we call them platforms. These are not just one boy trader, one man trader. These are multinational companies. That reminds me, do you know why we always say this is part of my strategy? Do you know why I said I'm not leaving my money in the bank anymore? It's a strategy of making it in crypto. Why people like us refuse to take our money to the bank anymore is because we came to find out that it is the same markets, the same financial markets that the banks go to. Have you ever asked yourself, what in bank they sell? What does banks sell? At the end of the year, they declare billions and billions of naira as profit. Have you asked yourself, is it just your deposits, your fixed deposit? Is it your savings, the money in your account? Or is it the loans they give? They say they give you the 100 million naira loan and they say essentially you pay back. Is that what they do? That they make so much billions every year? Now we discovered that before now, the cryptocurrency was not really open to everybody. Now, what banks do is this: they go and trade in big markets. The international stock exchanges, they are there. They trade international stocks in dollars. See, the idea of making money in dollars, when they go and make their money in dollars, they now make it billions. When they now call it in naira, it's so much billions. You see, so the things the banks know, we're starting knowing them. So now we also go to the market with our small money and try and trade too. You see? So why do I take my money to the bank for them to keep and at the end of the day they take my money to go and trade in the market, make profit, and not give me my single digits interest? Why? So I have decided to also be a banker for myself. I have this lady, this woman friend of mine. I asked her, I said, so you don't even have any account at all. She's also a trader. She's a crypto investor. I said, so you don't even leave any amount in the bank that you can be going to withdraw to the market to buy food for your family. The lady said, why do I not even? She said, not even 10,000 naira in the bank. She said all her money to the hits, to the last penny is in crypto. I said, so if you want to go to the market to buy food for your family, say, okay, all I need to do is to go to P2P. I just go to Binance, through peer to peer. If I need 5,000 for the day, I trade 5,000 out of my money, and that 5,000 I get, I take it to the market and balance. And is that how you live your life? So that's actually sometimes. Unlike me, that still even managed to, like in my wife's account, I will just push some money into her account for the upkeep of the family, so she can have access to Naira and withdraw and go to the market. I hope I'm trying to explain. People listening to us will not know that I'm the regular guy living a regular life, trying to make money for myself. I'm trying to share my life with them. Now, this is the mentality of crypto people. They feel that every single money in the bank is wasted, is wasted. So every time their money is in digital asset, sir, you know what it means to earn in dollars? Because one people should understand that when we talk about crypto and forex, we're actually earning hard currency. I used to tell people, I said, before now, people travel abroad. Young guys, you hear a lot of our young people travel abroad. What do they say? They are going for greener pastures. Is that also? They want to go and earn dollars and start selling some back home. A young man is abroad making, say, $2,000 a month. That's over $1 million in Nigeria here. And when they arrive there, no matter the kind of work they do to make this money in dollars, they spend the same dollars. So you don't get to bring much back home. So why should I travel abroad? I'm trying to share my strategy. Why should I travel abroad to make money this hard currency? Because Naira is low, isn't it? But when I make dollars or make pounds, I tend to make more. Why should I travel abroad to do that? And pay so much tax. You have learned that in the UK, for instance, they pay so much tax. You make $1,000, you can be sure that almost half of that money will go for tax and utility. You don't escape. Why don't I be in Nigeria here? And through the power of crypto and digital assets, and why don't I be here and trade dollars or invest and make my money in dollars? So I make my money in dollars, but I spend naira. That's the better life, isn't it? And guess what? The truth, though I'm not encouraging any people, because we don't get to pay tax. That's the truth. The government has not found a way of taxing us because they cannot control. How would they know that in this small office you are making millions of naira, in this financial markets? So my money is safe for me. You see? So these are the reasons. So now, what we did is, like I normally advise, a lot of people call us, come and teach us, show us what to do to make money. So there are platforms. You hear of Pi, you hear of Hyperverse. There are so many. And lately, a wonderful platform doing magic for a lot of us is called Platin Coin. You must have heard about Platin Coin maybe in town somewhere. These guys are good. We have those of us who have been in the business. We see a lot of these people come, and some of them just come within a short time they feed out. But a lot of them also, a few of them actually are actually good. So now, like this one I'm talking about, the Platin Coin. What you just need to do is, if you don't want to trade, no problem. If you don't want to refer people, no problem. You have your money sitting there in the bank. Instead of leaving your money in the bank, bring your money. Buy, invest in their platform. It's like buying a chunk, a bit of their shares. You see, these guys, they are in the blockchain industry. So they need millions and millions and millions, if not billions of dollars to operate. So your little 1 million naira here goes a long way in adding to their capital. So what they do, as they make gain, as you buy it, in Nigeria here, you buy into shares, company shares, blue chip companies, isn't it? At the end of the day, these guys declare profits. You say Nestle declare their profits, maybe which other company? No, majority of them, they declare their profit at the end of the year, and they tell you this is the dividends they will pay to their shareholders. Is that not true? Some also these guys operate. You buy a chunk of their capital, of their business, and you've invested say ₦1 million. They tell you, okay, at the end of the year, because in the language, that money you invested is minting money. It's minting coin for you. It's not only minting coin for you. It's like you buy a plot of land in their universe. You buy a plot of land in their universe, and I said, okay, you bought a farm. They call it, in their own case, they call it a farm. And then I said, okay, put coin into your farm. How can you generally mine coin when you mint coin? And as you mint coin, they have told you that this plot of land, there is gold inside, there is coin inside that land. So you have to find a way of minting this coin to come out from that plot of land you bought. And by so doing, you are now generating income for yourself. And they tell you, this particular
plot of this size of land you bought, we give you this kind of money at the end of the year. Now you invest a certain sum of money and they tell you monthly you'll be paid this income, you'll be paid this income for 12 months. Nothing touches your original capital. For instance, if you invest ₦1 million, they tell you that for that ₦1 million you'll be getting 200,000 naira every month. The reason why it sounds big in our ears is because we are talking naira, but actually it's dollars, it's USDT, it's dollars. You understand? So they say every month, based on the kind of platform, the kind of package you bought, this is the amount of money you will make every month for 1 year. And the original, at the end of the 12 months, your capital is still there for you to withdraw. But you don't get to withdraw the capital except the end of 12 months. But every month, your income keeps coming. Okay? So for in this same Uyo and SSWS that have been, women, traders, civil servants, I don't know where they get money from. They just come and invest in these platforms and they go home to sleep.
Okay, so tell us, what has been the most important things you've learned from trading cryptocurrency?
The question is what I've learned from trading crypto. Like I said before, to trade crypto successfully is one thing. To invest in crypto successfully is another. But like I said, there are different platforms on which you can actually make business out of crypto. Now, to trade crypto, I mentioned before, we have learned to be disciplined, not to be greedy. When you come to the market with a lot of discipline, come to the market with a lot of uh, with lack, let me say, lack of greed. Don't be greedy when you come to the market. Come to market with a lot of knowledge. Read widely. Don't say because you are here in Nigeria, whatever happened in Russia and Ukraine is not your business. It will be your business eventually because such things that happen on a worldwide scale is bound to affect business like crypto and forex and of course stock exchanges and all that. I've also learned in dealing in crypto that my best way to succeed, guarantee, and secure the life of my children is to earn in hard currency. Why do you think the rest of the world they measure the currency they measure their economy with is with dollars, not even pounds. Now, do you know? You know, people say dollars. Of course, dollar to naira is now 580 something. Pounds is seven or something. Do you know? Recently, I discovered, and I'm not looking for a way to trade that currency. Do you know the country they call Kuwait? You don't know Kuwait? The Kuwait has the highest currency in the world. Could after this interview, check it out. Kuwait to naira is over 1,000 naira. To convert Kuwait currency to naira is over 1,000 naira. I think the last time I checked was 1,600 something naira. Can you beat that? So I got thinking of ways how can I trade and trade. They call it the Kuwait dinar, that DINAR. Now your question is, what have I learned? I've also learned to keep myself abreast of the happenings in the world and the market. So I got to learn that there's a currency called Kuwait dinar, and it goes for in Nigeria over 1,000 naira. And I was searching for how can I also involve myself in trading Kuwait money. If there's a way I can get Kuwait dinar, so but every more Kuwait dinar I get over 1,000 Nigerian naira. You see, so by keeping myself abreast of information, I got to know stuff like that. Now, again, is open your ears to opportunities. Open your ears. Not everything will be fake. Not everything will be a scam. Look for people who have succeeded in the business, people who have gone before you or you've heard of. Like I'm here in this interview talking now. I'm ready to give any kind of assistance to put people through the right way so that they don't get their fingers burned. So that's what I'm saying. Look for the right platforms to belong to. And you make your money.
Lastly, Mr. Precious, so tell us, what exactly is the future of cryptocurrency?
I'm so glad you asked that question. As a matter of fact, that is the best question you have put forward so far. You know why I said that? Is because a lot of people feel that this is just a fad. this just passing by. You understand? They just feel this thing is not real. I've had people come to me and say, we would like to invest in crypto, but our fear is this sustainable? Will this thing be here next year? Will it be here in the next 10 years? Will it be here in the next 20 years? People have this fear that this is just a fad. This is just something that's that's just passing by. That you know, in our society we heard there was a time that's come and gone. This one came again, mana, come and go. A lot of stuff, people have seen a lot of opportunities, investment opportunities in the past, and before you know, they've come and gone. The question now is, so people don't have an understanding of the way the crypto works, is this thing you people are saying, is it for real? If I put my money, is it that when I finish enjoying this money for the next 1 year, the next I will not see it again? Now, I'm here to tell you that crypto is way nowhere. Yes, digital assets can rise, some coins can rise and fall, rise and fall. It will be here. Just like you saying, stock exchanges, they will be here forever. People will come into the stock exchange, some companies will come, will raid, some of them will die out because of management, bad management and stuff like that. But the stock exchange will still be there. In the cryptocurrency world, it will remain until Jesus comes. Other coins will come. Should be lately you heard of sugar coin. Right here from you here, sugar coin, sugar coin. There are, let me let your viewers understand this. Some people say there are over 12,000 coins. Some say over 16,000 coins. We don't have the figure, but there are thousands of coins. Coins will keep coming to the market and coins will keep going. Those ones will fall by the wayside. Some coins are developed and started for the wrong reasons and they die out. But the truth is that the crypto will always be here. Question is, if the platforms, the digital access you involve yourself in, they will stand the test of time. That is where caution is needed. That is where advice is needed. That's where consultancy is needed. Meet people who know this thing, meet people who know what they are doing, so that they can put you on the right path. Thank you.
All right, guys. Thank you so much, Mr. Precious and Mr. Boko. We've learned so much. This is wealth of knowledge, experience, all in one piece. I have learned so much. So, viewers, if you've learned anything new in this particular video, give this video a thumbs up. And if there's someone you want to know, or maybe someone that has a misconception about cryptocurrency, ensure that you share this video to them. So, guys, until the next video, take care of yourself. Bye.